Hey, it says it's recording. Perfect. All right, everybody, let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. Um, I've got a great presentation for you. This is probably something that you might not have heard of or even thought about as far as how to make money and how to structure your marketing campaigns. But this is really how the big guns and the top guys in the industry have been structuring these deals for a long time. And it's never really been shared at this level before. It's if you come across something like this, it's usually $1,000 training, and it's well worth every penny of that. So what I've done is I've kind of streamlined some of the stuff and taken out a lot of the complicated things and just really kind of streamline it for you. So the next thing I want to mention too is I am running this solo, which means that if you have questions, you can pop them in the chat box if you like. But if you can hold your questions to the end, I'd much appreciate that. But I will be stopping at a couple points in the presentation to answer any questions. And you guys are in for something really, really cool. And I've got an amazing testimony to share with you from one of my students who actually closed a deal within 30 minutes of taking the training. And at that time, the training just consisted of a PDF. So he read a short PDF, took about 10, 15 minutes, and then he went out and tried it, and he got his first client. So I hope you guys are excited. Does that pop in the chat box if you guys would like to get a client that fast? Awesome. Awesome. You bet. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that is cool. All right, so let me get right in. Let me dig right into this here really quick. So, come here. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight is a way that you can double, triple, or even quadruple your leads and sales, which basically means when you do that, when you quadruple your leads and your sales, that also skyrockets your profit. And what I'll be sharing with you tonight is some of you know who I am, some of you don't. I see a bunch of new names here, but let me just give a really brief rundown for people that don't know who I am. And maybe why you want to listen to me, other than the fact that you carved out an hour or so for this webinar tonight. So my name is Courtney Kostelecki. That's me. Taken a few years ago, a little bit less hair now. I was born and raised in North Dakota originally, and for many years I made my living as a professional magician and speaker. And I started learning copywriting in the 1990s, and I actually started doing some freelance marketing consulting in the early 2000s. I'm a multiple best-selling author. I'm a certified funnel expert through Ryan Dice and Frank Kern. I used to work for Microsoft. And while I was working for Microsoft, I held the record for generating the most leads in 1 month. And I recently, about 2.5 years ago, relocated to the Caribbean, however you want to say it, where I run everything virtually. And here's some random trivia for you folks, is I actually used to work for Yahoo. Yahoo, believe it or not, had a call center in Fargo where we would take inbound calls and do some outbound calls for people that were looking for pay-per-click advertising. And I actually got to the gatekeeper and sold a pay-per-click package of Trump Towers. So whatever that's worth, whether you're for Trump, against Trump, it doesn't really make any difference because we're not talking politics tonight, but we are talking leads and helping clients, helping yourself, and living the best life that you possibly can and having a lot of fun doing it. Because come on, guys, if you're not having fun doing it, no need getting up in the morning. So let me tell you something this year. What if I told you that some of the big online marketing gurus are lying to you? Do you think that would shock you? Would that shock you? Well, they are and they aren't. But here's the deal. Unless you are in some of their masterminds, you can sit and you can reverse engineer their campaigns and try and reverse engineer campaigns. But unless you're in some of their paid masterminds and get close to them, they are not going to share some of those things with you. They are not going to share how they really leverage the back end sales. And so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm actually going to take you behind the curtain, so to speak. But first of all, before I do that, who wants freebies? Everybody like something free? Who wants something free? All right. So if you already have this, that's okay. I will give you something else, one of my other products. So anyway, here we go. Free gift time. The first person to answer this question, I guess I should say answer this question correctly, is going to get a copy of my free tools for marketers. All right, you guys ready? Here it is. All right, time is blank. Go. Let me open up my okay, there we go. We got freedom, we got money, we got everything. 16 finite. Yeah, there's limited. Okay, limited. You guys are kind of on the long. You guys are kind of along the thinking about priceless is good. Oh, you're really close. You're really close. And this is going to make you guys think a little bit differently. Last night, yeah, definitely is short. That's for sure. Last night, Damon Johnny's the Shark Tank. You probably know him. He had his team in San Juan, and they were doing a presentation. They're trying to sell something, of course. And one of the speakers actually said this, and I thought it was really, really interesting. It was a really, really interesting way to look at this. And it has really made me rethink how we do stuff like this. So nobody got it, but what I will do is everybody who stays to the end, I will give you the free gift anyway, because nobody got it, and I gotta play fair a little bit here anyway. So, come here. And the answer that I was looking for was precious. Time is precious. And a lot of people were really close with, finite and things like that, but it really is precious. And the reason why this struck me so big is, you see, time is money. You always hear that one, but it's precious. The time that you have on this earth is precious, and it is also finite. I think Doug said that one too. But it's the amount of time that you spend with your family, your friends, doing quality things, doing the things that you want to do. Time is really precious. And so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you some ways to really leverage this time and really get the most out of it. So let me take a quick look here at the question pane here. That's right. You can never get that back, and time really is precious in that standard. So what I want to do now is, if I can get, is I want to show you guys really what I consider the easy button for getting clients, scaling clients, and actually maximizing your revenue. And the reason why I call this the easy button is this is something that I started doing. It's kind of crazy. I've known about this for a while because this is really how the top marketers and copywriters really make their money. And it wasn't until I was listening to some of the materials that I purchased from Frank Kern and some other, listened to, going through some of his mastermind recordings, and it just really struck me. It's like I should have known about this, and I did know about this. And this goes back to my copywriting days, where this is how people make money when they are writing copy professionally, like I do. So this is going to be really cool. This is, probably the easy button. So what I want you guys to do next is I want to tailor this to everybody that's on the call tonight. And so I want to make sure, and I want to give you guys some real life examples of some of these what I call rainmaker campaigns. And so in order to do that, what I need you guys to tell me what marketing services are you currently selling and offering your clients. Ooh, local marketing for a chiropractor. Ooh, Lori, you're hanging out my niche. Get out of my niche, Lori. Just kidding. There's enough. There's enough for everybody to go around. Video marketing, reputation management, LinkedIn profile writing. Okay. Reputation management would work with LinkedIn profile writing. This could be a little bit. That could be a little bit tricky to work with this particular method, but it could definitely be worked out. Video marketing definitely can be done with that. I just since we have some of these marketing chiropractors here, perfect. Jimmy, lead gen. This works amazing for lead gen. A lot of people, if they would do lead gen this way instead of the traditional way they're doing it, you could make probably 5 times as much money because you already have everything in place. Web design, you can definitely do stuff with that. SEO, yep, definitely too. I just want to touch to the person that's doing marketing with chiropractors. This will work. The strategy will work. But I would stay away with the chiropractic niche for this. For this particular niche, I would stay away from chiropractors and financial services, only because they are heavily regulated. And with chiropractors, there is some HIPAA regulations about fee splitting and things like that. So, but if you have any other clients, that work fine. And if your chiropractor has any other services to offer besides that, it would work for that too. All right, perfect. Who else? What do we got there? We got some more SEO, got some more lead generation. Perfect. All right. Anybody doing Facebook marketing? Who's doing Facebook marketing? All right. Jimmy has a question. What niches will this work with? I will get to that in just a moment. But is anybody doing anything with social media management or social media marketing? Tim is. Deb is. Barb is. Awesome. Perfect. This will work really great with social media management and social media marketing. Perfect. So now I have an idea what you guys are selling. So now let me get into this. How many people have ever had a prospect and you pitched your idea to them and you got a big fat not interested? That ever happened to you guys? Yep. Never? Jason, I'm thinking that, are you being sarcastic there, Jason? Or you just have, it's going to happen. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. Okay. Now, what you need to do, and I don't have time to really teach this tonight, but I will teach this later. You need to figure out if they are really not interested, or if it comes down to figuring out if it is a budget problem. And a lot of times it has to do with a budget problem. So, and sometimes people, they're a business owner, and believe it or not, what happens is they actually get embarrassed. So you might put together like an SEO package or whatever it might be, and you might say, I can do all this stuff for you for $5,000 a month. And in the back of their mind, they're thinking that, well, I don't have $5,000 a month. And so what you need to do, you need to actually become more of a consultant and show them how they can come up with that $5,000 a month. And that has to do with knowing the annual value of a client. But really what it comes down to is a budget. If they don't, and there are times where they truly just don't have the budget. And especially in today's economy, I mean, today's economy is really kind of rough out there. Although you've got, the Dow is at record highs and everything, but the economy is still, there's a lot of businesses struggling out there. So what you need to do is you need to come up with a way where you can sell more of your products or services, even in today's economy. And the reason why you do that, or rather how you do that, is it comes down to the offer. And everything can be fixed almost every sale if the person has the budget, or they think they can find the budget. It usually comes down to two things. It comes down to messaging, which is copywriting. So if you're doing a lot of stuff for the web, lead generation, funnels, stuff like that, copywriting is a huge portion of it, because with professionally written copy, you can actually get more sales that way. And then the other thing that it comes down to is the offer. And so you may have heard, make them an offer they can't refuse, and that's called a mafia offer. And so that is what we're going to do to get these clients, is we're going to make them a mafia offer, an offer they really can't refuse. And this is, in a nutshell, how simple it is. And this is a testimony that I got from one of my students. Within 30 minutes, I landed a new client. That's the clarity of what Courtney has put together. Thank you, Joey. And here's a simple pitch. Mr. Prospect, I'm looking to expand my marketing services into whatever niche you are, and I will bring you in a small windfall with virtually no risk. Here's how it works. And then he went on and he explained the system. And then he says, I never even had to close. All I heard was, how do we get started? How many people would like to have that conversation with somebody that they just talked to, that they just met literally 30 minutes ago? Is that cool? Yeah. Heck yeah. Yes, that is cool beans. That really is cool beans. Yes, yes, awesome. So this is really, in a nutshell, I'm having issues with my PowerPoint moving together. And you're probably wondering what the service was. And that service, believe it or not, was email marketing. And the crazy thing about email marketing is a lot of marketers aren't offering it. And if they do, they are not charging nearly enough. The other thing with this too is these Rainmaker campaigns can be done with other things besides email marketing. But that was just the one Rainmaker campaign that he decided to run with. So I'm just kind of curious, how much do you think that if you had a client that you were doing email marketing for, how much would you charge that client? And what do you think they would say yes to? $10,000. Okay, that's aggressive. That's aggressive. All right. If you were doing email marketing for somebody, how much would you charge them? Yeah. Yeah, that's okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Flat fee, how much would you charge them if you're charging a flat fee? $500, $2,500, Jason? Okay. Not bad. Okay. So what he did is he actually went in and he basically said, look at Mr. Business Owner. And what he did is he actually ran, it's called a customer appreciation sale with this guy. And he ran a 4-day campaign. And over that 4 days, I'm still waiting for the numbers to come back from him. But he got some upfront money because they now have skin in the game. And so it's free, but they have some skin in the game. And the other thing too is he did get a percentage of the gross sales. So he estimates that he's probably going to make on that 1 week campaign, which took him about 2 hours to put together, 2.5 if you count the 30 minutes of prospecting, close to $2,500. How cool is that? That is really darn cool. Now, see, the main thing is there's a bunch of other things you can do with that, and I have a bunch of different Rainmaker campaigns that you can run with that. And let me, so I asked you guys earlier what kind of services you guys sell. Some of you sell Facebook ads, some of you do directories, pay-per-call lead generation. This works really great because if you are doing lead generation where you're charging, $20, $30 a lead, stuff like that. If you are in a niche where it's a high ticket item, you can really partner with them. And instead of getting, $30 a lead, you can get $300 a lead. Or depending on, on the niche, even $3,000 a lead. I'm in one particular niche, the software as a service niche, and that each lead to me is worth about $1,000, and that's pretty cool. Copywriting, email marketing, video marketing, SMS, all these things can be used with Rainmaker formulas. And so here's the thing: a lot of marketers are charging, for social media, whatever. The sweet spot that I find most marketers are in is $400 a month. But here's the thing, and this really is, as far as Facebook ads, I see a lot of people selling, social media marketing for like $400 a month, $500 a month. So when you do that, you are kind of an employee. I mean, you're still, a contractor, but you still are an employee. But when you go in and you say, look at Mr. Business Owner, I want to be your partner. I'm going to charge you a small setup fee, and then we're going to be partners together in this. And depending on how complicated of stuff you're going to be doing, if you're going to be doing a landing page, if you're going to be doing email copy, if you're going to be doing a free report, anything like that, then your setup fee can be higher. But that's really what it comes down to. It's really the Mafia offer. So if you are charging $1,000 for a service and you are getting a client to say no to that, what you can do is you can step down and downsell them. It's like, okay, Mr. Prospect, I understand that $1,000 a month might be out of your budget. If we could work out a deal where we could do the same service that I told you, for instead of $1,000 a month, but for $400 a month, would you be interested? They're either going to say yes or they're going to say no. And that's when you go into the pitch. So how many people think this is really kind of a cool way to structure these things? And a lot of people really haven't even probably heard of this before. That's kind of the interesting thing about this, because when in the world of copywriting, how a lot of the big name copywriters make the money is they get charged. They charge somebody a lot of money up front to write the copy. They by a lot of money, I'm talking $5,000-$10,000, then they charge them. That's good for one run. Then they also get a percentage of the back end sales too. And that's really how it works. And what I've done is I've just taken some of those things and some of the pieces from that and moved them over to the local marketing area. Now, even with that said, there are still a lot of pieces that you need to figure out to put in place. You need to figure out what kind of campaigns to run. You need to figure out how to structure the offer, how to implement the campaigns, how to get paid, how to track the sales. And those are just kind of a few off the top of my head. But before I go any farther, how many people, pop in the chat box, do you think if you had a Mafia offer like a free marketing campaign, or if you had somebody who maybe you're thinking about somebody that recently said no to you on $1,000 a month or whatever it might be, if you would have offered them something at a lower price point, do you think you probably could have closed them? Rich says, yep. Dan says, yep. Yeah. Yeah, you really can. You really can. It's just a different way of looking at things. And so now what I want to do is, before I continue, let me take a moment to open up to any questions that we got so far. So what kind of questions you guys got so far? Okay, what kind of niches will this work in? Okay. All right. How much you charge for these? All right, all good questions, all excellent questions. So let me, oops, some more questions here. What do we got here? How do you maintain control? Okay. There are a lot of different things, Clifton, to keep control of these things, I can't go into details. It's just it gets a little bit tech heavy, and I don't. And so I actually have a whole course, a whole lesson based around maintaining control. But you can, there's all kinds of tools. You can do, call tracking. Of course, you have the number. With email, you can do click tracking. Set them up. Get set up as an affiliate. There's a whole bunch of things. But it's not. It's a little bit techy, but it's not horrible. But I just don't have time to cover everything. But that is a really great question. And the other thing that you need to do to maintain control is you need to have a properly structured contract and agreement. So the contracts that you're probably using right now are not going to work for this particular strategy. Because there's some specific language that needs to be included, and there's some ways that are in there. The language in there actually says this is what I'm going to do, and this is what you need to do too. So I hope that answered your question as much as I could. But as you probably figured out, there is something that I am offering tonight, and it is the Rainmaker Formula 4-week course. And because you guys are here, you guys are getting a really amazing deal. And I have not only that, I have probably the best guarantee that you will ever see on this, because I know it flat out works. and I've got people that have tested this besides myself, and we had Joey who got a client in the first 30 minutes. So here's week number 1. We're going to go over prospecting and putting your offer together. We're going to be talking about email, social media. There is a specific Facebook post that I use, and when I have my private coaching clients in the local marketing space, I have a particular email post that I use and I share with people for them to get clients. And one of my personal coaching clients, he's been with me for about 3 weeks. He's got his first 2 clients, and he got his first 2 clients from this particular Facebook post. So you're going to have everything that you need to know to get a new client really within the next 72 hours of putting everything after the first lesson. Week number 2 is Rainmaker campaigns, and I'm going to be sharing with you what is the easiest Rainmaker campaign to run, how to have it up and running in a week or less. And once again, I recently showed one of my coaching students how to make an extra $500 to $1,000 in recurring revenue with one of his existing clients. And he is in a super hot niche that you probably never even thought about marketing to. And I am not going to share that niche on this webinar because I don't want a lot of people going after it right away. But really there's not a lot. I haven't seen hardly anybody go after this particular niche. But I am going to be sharing with you that niche in the course and the specific Rainmaker campaign that is going to make this ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching over and over and over. And $500 to $1,000, that is really on the low end because he didn't really have hard numbers as far as this client's sales and whatnot, and how to structure it properly. But he's getting those numbers later. But really, it could probably turn into easily $2,000 to $3,000 a month recurring revenue for him. It's that cool. Week number 3, we got profit maximizers. I'm going to go in depth and show you a bunch of different ways to maximize your client's profits. And not only that, when your client makes more money, you make more money. And week number 4, this is really cool. I'm going to be going into some advanced automation. And I'm going to be doing some advanced email automation. You don't need fancy Infusionsoft or anything like that. I'm going to be showing you some advanced automation using Aweber. Most people have Aweber. If not, you can get like a 30-day free trial to it. And that's what I am running all of my Rainmaker email campaigns on Aweber. I'm going to show you how to do some advanced automation, how to crank up your conversions with something called dynamic response marketing. And that is, if you ever see, you'll be seeing more of this in my particular emails where you have expiring links. If they click on this particular link, it moves into this particular email sequence and campaigns. They don't take very long to set up. They are a little bit tricky, but I'm going to give you everything plug and play, done for you scripts and all that other good stuff for you so you can be up and running as soon as possible. And now, it's bonus time. What good offers without the bonuses? Because after all, I am going to give you a Mafia offer. So we've got, you're going to get my main product, the Rainmaker formula. You're going to get the marketing and prospecting package. You are going to get client agreements that you will need. Like I mentioned, if you are using your regular contracts, it doesn't have the proper language to protect yourself and to make sure that you get all the money that you are owed. You are going to get the formula client agreement. You're going to get 3 of my fill in the blank, done for you cut and copy and paste campaigns. And there's actually a couple more that I'm going to be doing as a bonus in the class. I'm in the process of finishing up the graphics for the Rainmaker Facebook Mastermind group. And I'm going to be sharing with you that super secret niche that is super hot right now. You're going to get a sales letter that you can use to put on your website and the automated webinar. But I have one thing to mention about the sales letter, and the automated webinar. But before I do that, I have a warning for you guys. And this is the warning. I offered this as a pre-sale a few weeks ago, and I sold about, I think, 31 or 32 seats available to the course. No more than 50. I'm not doing any more than 50. I learned my lesson when I had a bunch of people in my directory domination. Just got too many. Just got too hard to answer questions, stuff like that. So with that being said, there are only about 20 spots left. And I believe I saw a couple spots trickle in with some pre-sales earlier today too. And this is live. This is not a membership site where you're going to go in and everything is there's no interaction. This is taught by me live. You got me for 4 weeks live. Ask me questions, access to the Facebook group, and yes, they will be recorded, but we are not done yet. And you're probably wondering what the price is. I should have actually made this a heck of a lot more expensive because it's definitely worth that much. It's worth more than that. And let me put in the link right here for people to get this. Let's see here. Come here. Okay, oops. Nope. My copy and paste isn't working, so we're going to... Oops. So while I'm putting this in, how many people think this is a really awesome deal, and are you in? And if you are not in, I don't know what else I can do to make it easier for you, except for what I'm about to say next. All right. All right. Make sure my link works here. It's always good if your links work. Since I didn't, come here. All right, there it is, localmarketingstreetcred.com, rainmaker-training / That is it. All right, so $97. That is a really that's an amazing Mafia offer, if you ask me, especially for the ease and all the training and really all the shortcutting and the trial and error that you're going to have to go through to figure this stuff out on your own. But I'm going to make it even better for you guys. And here it is. All right, if you liked it for $97, how many people would like it for free? Type in if you want it for free, and let me show you how you can get it for free. Who's in for free? Who's in for $97 and who's in for free? Free. Everybody wants for free. Everybody wants for free, don't you? All right. So let me show you how I'm going to and how you can get it for free. Obviously, if you sell one, it's more than paid for itself, so it's free that way. But I'm not talking about any of the little weaselly words like that. Here's how you are going to get it for free and why I'm going to do this. So as you can see, $97 for all the training and shortcutting this and for all the done-for-you campaigns and the hand-holding templates, fill-in-the-blank templates, tools, checklists, all that stuff is really a no-brainer offer. You could probably, you might be able to figure it out, but your learning curve would be much harder, and not to mention the language for the client agreements would take you a long time if you'd ever figure it out. But here's the deal. I'm going to refund you $25 for every deal you close. So you close your first deal, you get $25 back. Close your second deal, you get another $25 back. So on top of that, you are making money, you are implementing this, and you're getting a refund. How cool is that? Because I want action takers. Now, I've got something, if that's not good enough for you yet, let me sweeten the pot. There we go. I have a 3 full month double your money back guarantee. If you invest in my Rainmaker training and you don't receive at least a 10 times ROI on your investment, and you got 3 full months to do that, I'm going to refund double your money back. So not only do you get, if you try and it doesn't work for you, you're going to get double your money back. But when you try it and it works for you, you're going to get all of your money back. I mean, is there any way to make this even any better? I really don't think so. And if somebody has any ideas how to make it better, feel free to pop in the chat box, because I really don't think there is. Except we've got some fast action bonuses. And here is the fast action bonus. So we talked about the rebate, the $25 rebate for your deals. Fast action bonus, the first 5, you're going to get your full enrollment fee refund after your first deal. So this is only for the first 5. After the first 5, it is $25 per deal that you close. So I mean, how sweet is that? So you got to go to, I put the thing in the chat box, and that should be working. I hope it's working. Hope the link is working. And let me even sweeten the deal. And I've got another fast action bonus. So everybody knows that webinars are really hot these days. You can close a lot of people on a webinar. So not only that, with the first 10 people, so the first 5 you're going to get the full refund bonus. Plus still have the 90 days or the 3 months 10 times ROI bonus. But what I'm going to do for the first 10 people is I have a done for you webinar slides and script. You're going to get a script word for word that you can just read, or you can hire a voiceover person to do it. You're going to get these slides completely done, and so you can do some lead generation, send them right there. You also are getting the marketing. You're also getting marketing materials. You're getting a lead generation report. You are getting all kinds of good stuff like that. So what you can do is they can download the lead generation report. After that, you can send them to an automated webinar. You're going to have the webinar slides done for you. The script is done for you. And all you have to do is close them up. And I don't think I can make it any easier than that, other than the fact that you're getting me live for 30 days. And we're going to really dig into a lot of these things. You're going to get a bunch of campaigns done for you, besides the stuff that you're already getting. And really, this is the easiest way that you guys can really scale your business and really start to get more revenue. So, all right. So who is in and who has questions? All right, what question you guys got? Oh, just got a question there. Let's take a look at here. And perfect. All right. Nobody has any questions? Awesome. Oh, Deb has a question. What's your question, Deb? You're already in, Deb, because you were one of the pre-sales. You were one of the pre-sales. That's why there's only 20 left. What's your question, Deb? Okay, was that your question? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm a mind reader. Yep, yep, yep. Everybody who did the pre-sale earlier on this, you are in. That's why there's only 20 spots left. So perfect, awesome. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you guys learned something, and take advantage of this, because this really is the easy button to getting clients and really scaling stuff. And like Joey did it. I mean, he did the training. 30 minutes later, he got a client. And so it's actually pretty cool. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you in the Jimmy, let's see here. Waiting for the free course for hanging around since no one answered correctly. Mark, what I'm doing is I have everybody, I have the data that from everybody that attended. And so I will download the data from GoToWebinar, and I will be emailing that link out to everybody that attended. Okay, awesome, possum. All right, and I see Keith is here. Hey, Keith, haven't seen you around for a while. How you doing, buddy? All right, cool. Okay, all right. Jimmy has a question. Can you walk through a few ways to use this system? Yeah, I mean, what did you have a particular way? I mean, you can use it, basically for the Rainmaker campaigns that I'm going to be teaching. Initially are email campaigns, but there are some really specific email campaigns that are designed to get people to pull out their wallets and to get a very fast ROI for the client. One of them is called the 4-day cash machine. Then there's also a very under the radar way called the that you can use it to find out, I call it the what do you want to buy campaign. But it'll work with, but I'm also going to go into some stuff with Facebook. And I'm going to be going into some other things with lead generation. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. I don't know. Did that answer your question, Jimmy? I mean, at the front, it's really simple, but there are some nuances to execute this properly. And so I get, the best thing I can say is, I mean, invest. And oh, by the way, classes start Monday, and it closes at midnight on Sunday, unless I fill up sooner, which I suspect I probably will. But you just never know how many people are going to be digging this. So far, the response has been really good. But yeah, I mean, you've got the 10 times ROI guarantee. Looks there are still what time is the class? I gotta check my GoToWebinar. They're gonna be in evening classes. I think they're at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, Deb, Eastern time. But everything is going to be recorded. So yeah, hop on. There are still a few of the fast action bonuses with the automated with the webinar script, and the one deal full refund left. So hop on that. Any other questions that you guys have? Did that answer your question, Jimmy? Hope it did. See, Mr. Eric is here. I'm going to open the microphone for Mr. Eric. Mr. Eric, are you around here? Let's see here. Mr. Eric, how are you tonight, sir?
Hey, Courtney, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. Thanks for sharing today.
Hey, not a problem. Do you have any questions?
So what does week one look like again? What does week one look like again?
Week one, we are going over basically prospecting. We're gonna jump right into the prospecting. Get you guys. My goal is to get you guys your first client within 30 days. And really, if you kind of dilly-dally and you're doing stuff part-time, might take you 30 days. But like I said, Joey, he got his first client within 30 minutes. So my goal is to get you guys making money right away, because I know that once you guys start making money, because what I'm doing this for is obviously to help you guys, because you guys have been on my list for a while. But at the same time, this is some pretty powerful stuff. And this really is severely undervalued. And I am going to be raising the price. And I just want some awesome rock stars behind me, and just get some awesome testimonials. And I know you've been a customer of mine for a long time, and I think you kind of dig my stuff. I think you
I'm excited.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that that I typically bring the value.
Really?
Yeah. I know you've bought a lot of my stuff, and I appreciate you being a loyal customer, dude. And I will see you on Monday. All right.
Cool.
All right. Do you have any other questions or any advice to people that are kind of on the fence about getting this?
Well, I think you teach a real systemized approach, and it's just we tend to overcomplicate things. We tend to think it's got to be more complicated, but if you just kind of allow and follow, then it's actually pretty easy, and because you create a system. And so if you just follow the system, it has predictable results. And so you just kind of have to get out of your own way sometimes and just allow and follow along, and then do what you say you're going to do. So if you can do those simple things, then you will have a measurable success.
Yeah, you really will. And I mean, like I mentioned earlier, it's simple on the outset, but once you really start putting these things into place, there's a little technical stuff that goes on in the background that can make the difference between a loser campaign or an amazing campaign, and just some things that you need to know to make sure you get paid. And that's really the big thing, because a lot of people say, well, how are you going to get paid? And that is, I don't have time to go over that, because there's a lot of different ways to do that. But we're going to be talking about that too. All right. Hey, thanks, man. Glad to have you on board.
Thanks, bro.
You bet. Bye. All right. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing tonight, buddy? You got a question, Jimmy?
No.
You got a question, Jimmy?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
All right. All right, man. All right. All right. Well, I think I have covered everybody. Let's see here. Mark is still hanging on. Let's see here. Keith is one of my longtime customers. Hey, Keith, you around? All right. Awesome, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And if you guys have any questions, you know, you can get a hold of me. There will be a replay if you didn't make it. Also, I haven't checked the stats yet, but I think there are a few of the full refund fast action bonuses available. Go ahead, take advantage of that, guys, because that is really. I mean, when you talk about a Mafia offer and you talk about risk reversal with your prospects, that's what I'm really trying to teach you guys, how to really structure an amazing offer and with risk reversal. And with this, there really is. I've eliminated virtually all the risk. So thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday night. And I will talk to you guys later. And I will see everybody that said they are in and that purchased. I will see you in the Facebook group and on the call in a couple days. Thanks, guys. Have a nice night.